Morning, everyone. Mr. Ryan with a quick story. Mr. Ryan's reading program. And we're gonna quick go through it. City or country, a mouse chooses a fable. So we're gonna go through this. Sources based on a public, and there's variations of the story. You can see here, Center for Urban Education, 2015. See if there's any words here. I think we should get them all. Mousetrap. You all know what a mousetrap is, but so let's go through this quickly. Jerome, a mouse who lived in the country, invited his cousin Don, a mouse who lived in the city, to visit him. Jerome lived in a hole near a tree. Very pretty, Don said about the place. So many trees. And that's a nice farm next door. What do you do for fun? I take walks and look for big kernels of corn, Jerome replied. That's not interesting at all, Don said. At dinner, Don was disappointed. All they had to eat was dried corn. I collected those last month, said Jerome. Now, they're really tasty because they don't dry out and the flavor gets bigger. Don said, okay, but not as good as the food at my place. You should visit me to find out really good food we have. And it's not boring. Every day, there are adventures. That night, they looked at the stars. So beautiful, Jerome said. Yes, Don replied, but so quiet. I'm bored. You should come to my place. Never boring, and we have street lights so we can see those bright lights every night. In another month, Jerome went to visit Don. The very first place that Don took Jerome was see the kitchen of the house where he lived. Just nimble in here, Don said as they looked at the low shelf. There was a bag of sugar with a leek that Don had nibbled. Both mice ate away happily. Then suddenly Don said, run, run, and hide. Jerome ran, but he didn't know why. Then he saw a reason. A big cat had come into the kitchen. Hide here, Don said, as they ducked into the hole in the wall. After the cat went away, they came back out. Let's get a cookie, said Don, and he led Jerome to another shelf. They were eating a cookie when someone came into the kitchen and screamed loudly. What's happening? Asked Jerome. Don't ask, just run, said Don. They both ran quickly past the mousetrap. What is that? He had never seen a mouse trap in the country. Don't go near it, it'll hurt you. I know how to escape them. That night, Jerome couldn't sleep at all. He kept waking up every few minutes worrying about the dangers. The next morning, Jerome made a decision. He told Don he was going back to the country. I like my home. I hope you're happy here, but I can't stay. I just can't. Come back to see me sometime. It's not as exciting as the city, but you can have a long and happy life in the country. Awesome story. It's a fable. There's two mice, one from the country, one from the city. Man, I tell you what, it is fantastic. The grass isn't always greener at the other side.